Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. There's Kathy's website if you'd like to access it. Feel free to freeze frame if you need the spelling, of course. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. There's a website here, hayhouse.com, here at the bottom, if I can get it close enough, with my coffee stain book. Hay House is still around. This publication, or this printing anyway, was from 2002, but I'm pretty sure Lucy has current decks, I think. I don't know. Somebody will remind me, and I'll be like, okay, and then it doesn't stick in my brain for whatever reason, so I'm pretty sure she does, though. What do we have for Virgo? Alright, so there's stress around you, but okay, there is stress around you, I get that. You seem to be making a choice. Something comes towards you. This is the strongest card. Like, something's coming towards you and you're posed with this choice. Stick with what I have, which doesn't seem like a real option. I know there's 2 here, but I get like there's a 3. So I know there's a 2 there, but stick with what you have, which doesn't seem like a real option. Kind of like that doesn't work. So it's almost like that's why I think I'm getting kind of the 3, kind of like there's technically 3. It doesn't really feel like it, but technically. And then you could go either this way or you could go that way. The thing is, I have to make a decision. And it's kind of like I have to make the decision fairly soon. Which Virgo's not a fan of making quick decisions usually. But it is the 2 of Pentacles, so it should be a little bit, like you have a little bit of time to think it over, but it's kind of like I'm at that point where I feel like, where I am isn't working. It's not really a viable option, although it is technically an option. I can go left, I can go right, but wherever I go, I don't plan to go backwards. I plan to continue forwards. So I want to make, it's kind of like I'm looking at the challenge card as the 6 of Wands. Like, I'm looking to make a choice, but I want to make one that I can stick with. I'm not looking to make choice and then go, take another choice and take another. No, I want to make one choice that's going to last me. And I'm kind of aggravated about it because it's kind of like, I don't know what one's better for me. I'm trying to make the best choice. The wheel is turning. I think it's turning in your favor. Because it feels like you're going to see something that's going to kind of point you in the right direction. So it's almost like if you're at a job, we'll just use job for an example, and you're like, they've already said they're not going to give us another raise for the next 3 years. And for the amount of work I do, this isn't acceptable. So I got 2 other companies that I really like. They both look like they're doing good. It's just which one has the better chance for advancement the way that I want to go. So I feel like you're going to do enough. You're probably going to do some online research. You're going to try to find people that, like, have you heard about this company? Have you heard about this company? You're going to do your due diligence. I know you will. I feel very confident with that. I mean, it's a general read, but I'm feeling like you're going to look for a reason to go one way or the other. And you'll choose the best one for you. I just feel very confident with that. So I know it's a general read, but I'm feeling it. You just need to go. You need to move forward. I'm also getting like you're only going to get a limited amount of information. I think that's where we're going with this. Within 2 days, you'll have all the information you're pretty much going to get. You'll know that the answer will be in front of you within 2 days of looking. Whatever you're doing, I think for a lot of you, I feel like you're going to like you'll connect with the information within 2 days, either by person or through the internet, something. You'll get information you need, and the answer will be in front of you within 2 days. I would say whatever the answer is, prove it true or false. Just whatever the information is that you like, go towards it and either prove it true or false. Once you do, you'll know what to do. Don't drag it out. Once you like, give yourself like a week limit, give yourself like a week deadline. You have to have an answer in a week deadline, and you will search out that information and you will find what you need. I know that might be a lot. I don't know. I feel like that will work for you though, because there's energy coming in. You don't seem to want, like, you don't want to make this choice, but it's like the longer I'm here, the more time I'm wasting. I think that's the balance of this. Like, wherever I am, the longer I stay where I am, it's more time wasted. And Earth is not about wasting your time. Virgo is definitely Earth. So you're like, I'm not about wasting my time here. So like, give yourself, like, once you make your decision and you, like, after 2 days you're finding your proof, give yourself a week from that moment to prove it true or false. If you prove it true, go with it. If you prove it false, go with the other direction. Because if you prove it false, it won't be the only thing that's false. So just take that as your red flag and go. Most of you are going to prove it true, though. Go with it. Only thing I'm worried about is overanalyzing for some reason. Overanalyzing is a problem. Be careful. Because you can keep piling up information, but it's more like, that's why they're saying give yourself, like, find the information. Once you find, like, oh, this looks good, I like that, give yourself 1 week to prove it true or false. If you don't do that, you're going to kind of be like, it just feels like it takes too long. You're like, this, that, I don't know. That looks like the better one. Well, how about this one? You could end up taking a couple months to make this decision, and you might miss out on some really good possibilities. I don't know, it feels like it doesn't move forward. It doesn't take off. It doesn't leave the ground like it needs to if you take too long. If you give yourself that deadline, especially if you give yourself 1 week, because every day you'll just look at something and you're just like, I need to prove it right or wrong. I need to know. You'll put in enough behind it to know that you're making the right decision, and you'll have that confidence. The sooner you put this situation in the past, the happier you will be. That's another thing. Whatever it is you want to walk away from, the sooner you can put it in the past, the sooner you're going to be happy. The Lover's card comes in, like, that's passing the test. It could be romance, yes, I'll give you that. But I'm getting, like, it's passing the test. That's another meaning for this card, is passing the test, getting what you need done, moving forward. Once you let go, there will be a transition. And there's success, there's some stress with success. There's figuring out what's really here. But this Ten of Wands it's a successful card. It's just you got to go through a lot to make it work out. The thing is, that builds confidence for you. It's kind of like, if you have to go through, like, for example, a training class, and it takes you 3 months to do that training class, just for argument's sake. By the time you get to the end, you have confidence that you have a good place to start from. The longer you get into it, the more you learn. You're like, yeah, it wasn't easy to learn, but I learned it. The more confidence you have, the stronger you feel. You got more healing here. I feel like Virgo's more likely to believe in something if they have to struggle with it at first. I'm not saying you have to do that, but it just seems like a lot of times, especially for earth signs, and you're an earth sign, if you struggle with it at first, but then you make it work in your favor, you just seem to have more confidence, you have more success. You're like, I know what I'm doing. Not everybody can do this. You have to pull it together. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. You have to do it the right way. If you struggle with it, you just seem to get more success out of it long run. Doesn't mean you have to struggle with it the whole time, but if it starts out rough. Thought I heard somebody talking for a second there. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'm imagining. I don't know. I hear somebody in the background, but I'll look after this reading. Whatever's coming in is going to last a long while, too. You seem very self-sufficient in this next situation. Like, you seem to be the hub. If it's a job, people are going to look towards you for answers. I think you're going to be confident and comfortable with that. I don't know if you're going to be in a power position, but you're going to be in a position where people look to you kind of like, I did this, Virgo, but this is what happened. I don't understand. You'll be like, well, let me see. Oh, okay, well, this part here, that means this, which that's why I went over there. This is what you really want to happen. This is what you want to put in there to make it go over this way. the next situation, you're very valued. Very, very valued. It works a lot easier. Things work a lot easier. I'm getting like people keep looking to you for answers, and you seem to love it, and you're very comfortable with it. It doesn't seem like, I have to make... It's not like I have to motivate people to do things. It's more like people want to do things, and they're like, I don't understand why this isn't working. Can you help me? And you're like, this is why. Okay, I looked at it. This is what I would have done. Try that. And they're like, okay, that worked. This is after you've been at this situation for a while, whatever it is. So you're going to be a very important piece of the situation, the one you're getting into. So it doesn't have to be work, but this is kind of like, even if it is, like I'll even do the romance thing, if something's leaving and you're getting into another situation, whatever that means, the next one you're much more valued than you currently are. It's very obvious when you get into it. Anything else? All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you for watching, and you have a good day.